Okay, show of hands. Who has a waffle maker? I see Bobby, I see Hazel, Michael, Muchacha. You have two little ones, yes. I have a waffle maker that I haven't used since probably Ronald Reagan was in office. But if you at home have a waffle maker, it's time to plug it in because it is, in fact, International Waffle Day. So I wanted to share my favorite recipe for all of you. I grew up not eating waffles. My mother was like, we're gonna have pancakes. We can't afford a waffle maker, so just use your imagination. So that inspired me to make waffles for my kids. So before we get started, I just want to let you guys know that there is a recipe that you can follow. There's that handy dandy QR code. It will lead you straight to the recipe for this super duper easy waffle. Make it today, make it tomorrow, have it sweet, have it savory. So let's get started. I already started because I want to get some in the waffle maker. Can we put the recipe on? It's very easy. Just do your dry ingredients in one bowl. That is this, the flour, sugar, baking powder, salt. In the other bowl, the wet ingredients, the milk, eggs, 4 tablespoons of melted butter. Our melted butter started to come to room temperature. Our stage director, our properties master, it's not your fault, Brucey. It's coagulating. I'm trying to just make it go. Now here is my philosophy on the waffle, and you guys let me know what you think. It's not about the waffle, it's about what you put on the waffle. Am I right? Yes. Hazel, what do you like on your waffle?
I like bananas.
Dag.
Oh, sorry. I mean, I like raspberries and blueberries and blackberries and chocolate and
I
chocolate
figured you
chips.
would like chocolate chips.
Oh, I love ones with chocolate
Okay,
chips.
Muchacha, what do you like on your?
I'm a plain person.
You just want plain? You just want maple syrup?
Yeah, I just like simple a lot of times.
Just a simple situation.
Simple just like me.
Hardly simple. Nice save there, Hazel. This morning I left without the chocolate chips and I ran back in my house and I was like, I know Hazel likes a sweet. And I didn't have any apples. I thought you could say apple. I didn't have any apples. Okay, once you have your ingredients, your dry ingredients in one bowl, your wet ingredients in the other. And this, by the way, is how you do all of your baking. Dry ingredients in one bowl, wet ingredients in the other bowl. You marry them together. With waffles, waffles are a little bit more forgiving than pancakes. Pancake batter, you have to let it sit. Waffles, they're a sure thing. You put them together and they're ready to go. I have my waffle maker, courtesy of one of our Pix 11 family members, Chris Lamb.
Ooh, that's Chris's?
Yeah. I like to spray my waffle iron with a little bit of spray on both sides. I just have some canola. If you like butter, you do you, boo. That is all. I think we have a really random poll of what Americans like to put on their waffles. I was a little shocked. Not by the maple syrup. There was something on there. Apple butter. I've never had apple butter on my waffles.
Nutella is huge in my house.
Nutella is what my fellas. My guys like to put Nutella in each square. They like to make sure that each
That's what I do with my
That's a little love.
has a sufficient amount of Nutella. All right, so I have my waffle iron is hot. I'm just gonna ladle this and likely make a mess, start in the middle. And we're just gonna do that, let that thing do its thing.
Oh, I can smell it.
And that's,
Oh, it's just one you're putting in?
I mean, you thought we had an industrial one with like 17 at the same time?
No, I
know
didn't
that's
know
why
if
I
you
wanted
put-
to start in the commercial because now you're all gonna have to wait.
Oh.
Some other, so see, while this is doing this thing, some other ingredients I have some lemon because maybe you want lemon zest with a little yogurt.
Oh, I do like lemony stuff.
If you want to fortify, I have hemp seeds, flax seeds, and chia seeds. I have some fresh mango.
I love mango.
Some fresh berries.
Stop.
Some homemade quince spread.
What?
Wait, what
Yes.
is that?
What? Quincy?
Foods that begin with the letter Q. What is a quince? Who was that? That was Rosie Perez and White Men Can Jump. Quince is a fruit. It's sweet. It's delicious. And then, of course, maple syrup and the butter. This has taken its sweet time. But back to that poll, some other stuff that people like to put on their waffles. Fried egg, avocado, and pico de gallo.
Ooh, I could do
Really?
fried egg.
Well,
If
you were
it's-
talking about savory, so that makes sense.
Exactly. Well, think about chicken and waffles. That's the ultimate
Yes.
sweet savory. So this weekend, when you guys go home and you make dinner for yourself or your family, empty out. What do you like? Chicken? Like, yeah, fried chicken or chicken cutlet. If you have a leftover chicken
not?
cutlet in your refrigerator, throw it on a waffle. By the way, no one said anything about my boy's apron.
Oh,
These are my
'cause
children.
I couldn't see. Can they zoom in on that?
You know I can't see.
Zoom in on my torso. You can't.
Zoom in on my
This was like 4
stop.
years ago. They're so much bigger than they are now. But my sister Melissa gave this apron to me. For
Oh, look it!
That was at a guitar concert. My youngest, looking like trouble, which he always
Oh,
is.
that's
And,
adorable.
yeah. So this is a good, if you want to give someone, it's ready, right?
And I love it. Says
It's
my
ready.
voice.
It's
Smells
steaming.
like it is.
Yes, it's ready.
Oh, because it's green.
It's green. Looks a little pale.
But it
We're
looks
gonna
done,
do what
though.
we can.
Listen, this is live
I know
TV,
I didn't put
folks.
enough in because I don't have a lot of batter. No comments from the peanut gallery. I told you the first one is never nice.
It smells good, so it doesn't matter.
But yeah, it smells
Thank you.
good.
Thank you.
Dang.
I'm gonna keep at this. This one is just gonna, you know how some cafes put one in the window? When you come in, you can have a waffle. That's just gonna be
It smells delicious.
It does.
the next one is gonna be much better. You guys get after it. I'm gonna continue making. And
right.
hopefully by the time this broadcast is over,
We'll have
there will
perfect
be
ones.
copious amounts of waffles. They do smell good.
Oh my gosh, it
It
smells
smells
divine.
amazing.
So